All right. Coughing as we start. There we go.
Sorry.
Kay Grace, your champ today, Olympic trials champion in 800 meters. I guess first question, what's that sound like when you hear it?
I keep saying it's kind of surreal. It's surreal. That said, I was confident that something like this could happen, and but still, when it's all coming together, I think I've yet to fully sink in.
The race out there was a wild one, especially that last 150, 120.
Mm-hmm.
Walk through the race. What was the game plan going in? Did you execute the way you thought it would go?
Yeah, like I was saying, I talked with Drew yesterday, Drew Warnberg, my coach. He mentioned that I kept getting caught up in tussles because I was running on the outside. So his thing was just get in, don't run extra distance, and get on the rail. For us, the first two rounds, I got into a little bit of trouble with people pulling out at 4:50. So it wasn't like we imagined this happening, but we did want to stay on the inside, so I wasn't going to get into any trouble. The plan originally was to be up a little higher, but everyone wants to be in that position, right? I wanted to be third, probably. So, but that said, I have felt really confident in my kick, and we were in a tight group. So even I was seventh or something, I still felt confident that I was close enough to the leaders that when the kicks happened, I would be there. And again, basically at 200, I started looking for my point, and I'm just trying to be patient, wait for an opening, and the opening came.
And the opening came after some craziness.
Craziness.
Where were you when the falls happened and the contact was made?
I noticed Brenda and then Alicia. They were here, out. I saw it happening, but again, it was all so quick that by the time I saw it happening, I was already past, and it was daylight, and I just was going for it. And again, my heart breaks that things like that happen in these races. I still felt I owned my race, and I'm very happy with that, and I'm also it's.
Feel for it.
I feel for them.
The season has been very good. I remember we exchanged a message in indoors after your 1500. You ran really well, and it seemed like that was the start of what seemed to be a very consistent year where you kept just going up and up in performance and winning races and leading to this point. What led to the consistency this year and the confidence?
I feel like the last 4 years have led to this consistency. I've learned a lot about myself as an athlete, what I need. I think I learned that having a program like Drew's program and the NorCal Distance Project is great for me. I can overthink things a little bit, and so having such a structured program has been amazing. Also having training partners like Kim Connolly and Lauren Wallace, all of us who Kim is such an inspiration to me. She is so tenacious, has such focus every day in practice. Even today before the race, I was listing through workouts that I had done with her that were just my inner strength bank account. That was my little phrase. Basically crazy hard workouts that I was able to complete with her mentally and physically. And in a way, it's I'm not scared of racing right now because I know I've put in that work.
Yeah, we talked to Drew actually a little bit ago, and he said there was a point this year where your belief in yourself really started to form, and that's when he said he noticed really where you started to come in your own. Is that you kind of feel the same?
Yeah,
Did you notice that?
It's been growing. It's been growing for a while, and in a way, it's so crazy. I feel like there's so many people in the last 4 years who have really supported me in different ways, who are here today. My college coach, Gags, teammates, my family. So in a way, that belief has been growing for a while. But you're right. There was a point where I had to step over the line and take it and own it. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if there was one point or just like it was a build. I mean, really, what I was saying is when it was big for me, even he wrote me a message today, like before I went to the line. He like gave me this little note, rooted, with like a little message about just the last year, and I emailed him like in April last year. Out of like not out of the ordinary. Well, yes, out of the ordinary for me. It was like really to the point. Basically, like I want to come train with you, and I'm not that. I'm usually not that assertive, and there was something about it that I think being injured, it lit a fire in me. I knew that I could get out of it, and again, it was a lot of clawing my way back and a lot of crappy runs to get out of it. But in a way, once I did, it was like that fire can't be extinguished.
Yeah.
So,
I got two more questions for you. The choice to run the 8. I mean, the 15. You were on fire, kind of winning every race you were in. I got to imagine it was a tough call. Do you say, let's do the 8? If something happens, do I risk the 15? Like, how did you weigh out what you were going to do and running the 8 first here? And are you running the 15?
I have to talk to Drew to like make a final decision, but no, my plan was like when I was going in that it's all in at 8. Yeah. But I'm talking to Drew first, so I'm not making a final decision on that. Again, it was part gut check. Like I couldn't explain it, and I can't explain how it happened, but like I feel like the universe aligned, and I knew I wanted to run the 8. I ran. So yeah, part gut check, part like. I have had more experience running in 8s, and so I do still feel I'm excited to be a 1500 meter runner and continue my career that way. But but I just felt that coming into a trial situation with rounds, I had more experience in that kind of racing, and I don't know. I knew a PR. I mean, I somehow I knew this was going to happen. Not this exactly, but like I was strong, and that. Even though I hadn't had like a PR, so I wasn't technically in maybe the top 3 based on time, that something would come together at the trials.
And the PR, you said first PR in the 8 in 3 years.
Yeah.
So a good time to do it.
Yeah.
Well, the last question is the women in this race. I mean, you look at Brenda, you look at Aji, Alicia, even Chanel, who's here. All women who've won medals or been right there in the hunt for it, which now you beating them kind of automatically says like, hey, I can compete for a medal come Rio. I mean, have you let yourself think about that at all and how you want to go into that mentally?
Not kind of like coming to the trials. It's not. It was very much a small thought in my head, but that was also part of the decision. Is that small thought is that yes, I know that it's an incredible group of women in the U.S. and it's going to be like so hard to make this. It's going to be so hard to make this team, and I have so much respect for all of them. But that if you make it through this, that you are a medal contender, and I believe that. Yes, I believe that U.S. women are medal contenders, and I guess that would be me also.
So now it's time to run with the best in the world, outside of the ones that were here today.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, have you named a dog or the teddy bear yet?
No,
or the cat? Is it a cat?
The cat. So I got blood tested so I just did all my drug testing, which is good, clean sport. And I like hate blood tests, and I've never gotten blood tested before for drug testing. So this was my.
That's your comfort zone right there. Nice, awesome. Well, Kate, it's been a great year, and I got a great summer ahead. So congrats on the win today. Enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thanks.